Morning, students. I hope you all are well, healthy, and fit, and enjoying your holidays. In the last lecture, we talked about a non communicable diseases. In today's lecture, we will talk about a disease causing microorganisms. As we know that microorganisms are the living organism that cannot be seen by our naked eyes, which means they are very small. We can only see the microorganism when we place the microorganism under the microscope, a compound microscope. So some microorganisms like bacteria, virus, fungi, protozoa, these are the example of microorganisms. Now let's talk about the pathogen. Pathogen basically a disease causing microorganisms are called pathogens, which means when these microorganisms enter in the human body, they causes diseases, and then when they enter in the living organism and causes diseases, we call it pathogens. But microorganisms are useful too, because microorganisms such like bacteria are very useful in the production of many food products such as yogurt, cheese, and etc. And the microorganisms are very useful for breaking down the waste material into the smallest smallest particles, and help them to mix in the soil, which makes nutrient. So basically the microorganisms are very useful too. So now let's talk about bacteria. Bacteria causes diseases like pneumonia, typhoid, tuberculosis, cholera, and diarrhea. So bacteria are responsible for causing these diseases. But bacteria is also very useful, because bacteria are involved in the production of many food products such as yogurt, cheese, pickles, etc. And bacteria also useful to break down waste material, so that our environment is not permanently cluttered with garbage and dead bodies. So they also acts like a cleaning action of the cleaning agent of the environment. Okay, this is about bacteria. Now let's move forward to fungi. Fungi mostly causes infectious diseases like infection of skin, infection of eyes, ear, and hair. Whenever the infection is spread on these parts of our body, then these are the causes by the fungi. Mostly infection of skin, hair, ear, and skin. Now let's move forward to virus. Virus causes diseases like common cold, flu, chickenpox, polio, measles, and AIDS. But virus is different from the other microorganisms, because virus is the only microorganism which is dead and alive both. Because when the virus is outside from the living organism, the virus is dead. But when the virus is enter in the living organism, then it become active and becomes alive, which makes virus different from other microorganisms. Okay, but nowadays we have seen that one of the disease which is due to the virus, and the name of that virus is coronavirus, which is spread a disease called COVID-19. Just because the spread of this disease throughout the world, it become a global threat for the world, because this disease is not having any antidote right now. That's why this virus is not killed by any medicine, which causes a death of many thousand people throughout the world. That's why we all are locked down in our homes to protect ourselves from this deadly virus. Okay, so this is very important that we all should stay home and stay safe. So now let's move forward to protozoa. Protozoa caused diseases like malaria, leprosy, kala azar, amoebic dysentery. These are the diseases caused by the protozoa. So this is all about the disease causing microorganisms. I hope you all understand this topic. I will give you a one worksheet and you have to complete that worksheet in your previous year science notebook. And the one most important thing is this lecture is the last lecture of the chapter that we are studying, good health. I hope you all understand all the videos that I send you regarding this chapter. Thank you.